I can unmute my own mic.
Yeah, we got him. Yeah, he's like,
yeah. Okay,
like,
Leland.
Leland.
Yeah.
welcome to the Roger the Wild Child show. And oh my gosh, I didn't even get it.
Fuck it.
What?
There we go.
No!
Yes! Woo!
I can't. There we go. Yeah, check the
It
top
feels
off.
like
Won't be the first time.
Hello. I know I was very relaxed when we were pre-show, but when it goes live, I get very nervous and
Hey, don't be putting that away. Why are you putting that away?
Mine's were, you know, it usually goes underneath the mattress. Because
right next
between
to
the
you.
mattresses, right next to the socks.
Yeah.
She is an actress. She also is a writer. She's a producer. She is a podcast host. And I swiped right on Tinder on her profile.
So I do, motivational speaking. I have an agent and I have this whole thing. I'm kind of like Tom Brady. I'm an experienced.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
Come on, Kenny, tell us.
Yeah.
How are you like Tom Brady?
well, I deflate my balls.
Roger the Wild Child Show is brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. Are you looking for a cool new logo for your business? Do you need some new graphics for your website or blog? Our friends at the Prism Design Company are a premier graphic design company that can handle all your needs. You can find Prism Design Company on Facebook or contact them directly at 618-534-4291. All the great graphics on the Roger the Wild Child Show are brought to you by our friends at the Prism Design Company.
And now, the hottest new celebrity interview show in the universe. It's the Roger the Wild Child Show.
Let's get this party started! Ready, set, go!
On the air everywhere.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
It's time for another exciting edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, joined by radio disc jockey Jimmy Knight, also musician and son of Elvis's bassist Jerry Sheff, Darren Sheff, and former Playboy Playmate cover girl and centerfold Deborah Driggs. Let's do this.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
All right, how you guys all doing? It is Roger the Wild Child Show, and of course, Jimmy, you need to unmute your microphone.
That's because you keep muting us.
Let me mute you,
Well,
and then I'll unmute you.
The rule should be if you mute, you should unmute.
Oh my gosh.
You mute.
Oh my God!
Okay,
Seriously?
hold
Okay.
on. We got to do this. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on. Let's pretend we
over.
started the show again. Hold on. Here we go. This was supposed to be the open.
Come on, tough guy. Jeez Louise!
Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
yes.
Do we know what that is? Jeez Louise.
No.
No, nobody knows what Jeez Louise. Darren?
Darren?
Nope, I don't have a clue.
One more time.
I know.
Hold on. Here we go. One more time. Listen closely, kids.
Come on, tough guy. Jeez Louise!
I mean, who does that sound like?
I know exactly what it is. I just can't remember.
I mean, but who does it sound like? Jeez Louise.
Sounds like my mother.
Roger.
Sounds like me.
Darn it! Jeez Louise!
That would be
Jeez
what
Louise,
Deborah
Deborah.
Driggs.
That's not me.
It is completely. Hold on.
Jeez Louise!
Come on, tough guy. Jeez Louise!
That is Deborah Driggs. Why'd you get so blurry, Deb?
From what?
That is the movie Mortal, whatever the hell it was called that I watched.
Martial law undercover?
Yeah.
You don't even recognize your own.
You don't even recognize your own voice
or your own line.
Hello, people. That was
30 years ago.
Oh my God! So what was the movie called again? Because I watched it.
Martial Law Undercover.
Okay, Martial Law Undercover.
Who am I doing who did I do the scene with?
All right, so we're gonna start the show with my movie review that we were supposed to do on Sunday, but Deb was sick.
I was so sick.
This right here sums up that movie.
Come on, Ted guy. Was I in a fight or was I having sex? Did it go?
So I watched this movie, and by the way, Deb has a very big part in this movie. The movie sucks.
Is this the one? Is what's his name in this?
The one dude, the creepy looking dude who you have a love scene with. The
from Grease. He's in the movie Grease.
Yeah.
Rest his soul. He's not with us anymore.
No. He's not in this movie. Some other guy is. I forgot his name, but you'd know him. But long story short, so first, Deb.
I can't.
The movie.
What's his name?
Yeah.
God darn it! Now you're gonna make me go to.
It's a hell of a movie review by me, by the way.
Okay, go ahead. Do your review. I gotta look it up. It's on the tip.
There was some actor in with Deb. All I care about is Deb. That's all I keep saying. Is all I was gonna do is review Deb. I don't give a shit about the other people in the movie or the movie sucked. So, but it's a good fighting movie. There's a lot of fighting. Yeah, there you go. No, that wasn't it. No,
he was in the Kung Fu show too, wasn't he?
Okay, you guys, this is the funniest fucking thing right now.
Okay.
Do you know who starred in this movie? He's
Deborah Driggs?
Steve McQueen's son, Chad McQueen.
Really?
Yeah. So he's in this movie, but by the way, his girlfriend, who he had a baby with, oh my God, Stacy McQueen, was in my acting class, and I didn't even know that he was that. I didn't put that together till just now.
She's avoiding the review. Do you see this?
All right, do the review.
All right, so first of all, Deb warned me that there would be commercials in it because it's on IMDb TV and it's free. So anybody can watch this movie. You just have to sit through commercials. Thanks, Deb.
Okay.
So Deb has a really good part in this movie. She actually has a very good part. She plays.
I'm not even credited.
Or you can watch it on Tubi.
How are you? No,
I think it's
you
on
are
Tubi.
credited. You're so
right, go
credited.
ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Deb is the person that they're trying to, like, she saw a crime or something, whatever, and they're trying to get her. I mean, she gets killed in the movie. And when she got killed, I was like sad. Sorry, spoiler alert. When she got killed, I was sad. I was like, oh, Deb. But anyway, Deb is so good in this movie. Like, she really is. And again, I know I sound like, Deb's on our team and I'm going to be rah-rah, but Deb really is good in this movie.
No, it's good. Keep it coming.
Okay, Deb is really good in this movie, except for...
Come on, tough guy.
Guess what?
Jeez,
That's not my
Louise.
voice.
It is completely...
You know what it is? They probably called me in to do the thing.
No.
Looping. It's called looping.
No, it's you.
No, I know it's me, but what I'm saying is it makes no sense. So they probably had me come in to do looping and loop over something.
So Deb is standing there while this undercover cop is kicking the crap out of people with her little, just beating them.
The blonde hair girl, right?
Yeah, the blonde hair girl, just kicking ass. And then they cut back. Excuse me, I have a cold. Those still exist. They cut back to Deb, who's standing there in a beautiful white outfit, just standing there, and she looks at the blonde haired girl and she just goes, "Jeez Louise." And I'm just like, who wrote that? That's so stupid.
Because everybody knows that I would never say that.
Like, you just saw...
Or my character.
You just saw your friend, who you just kind of met and became friends with, kick like 6 guys' ass, and your line is, "Jeez Louise." I swear to God, Deb, when I saw that, I am like, okay, I'll hang.
I would have been like, holy shit, did you beat all those guys' ass?
It wasn't her. It was the blonde-haired chick.
I know, but I would say if I was Deborah.
All Deb's character could do is stand there and "Jeez Louise."
I know. It's hey. I'm not in control of the writing,
I was so upset.
No wonder it sounds so freaking lame.
You guys got to check this movie out. I was so upset because Deb really is good in the movie. The whole movie, she's really good, except for she's good delivering the line.
You know what? You are officially in charge of my fan club. You are my number one fan, and I have a few out there, by the way. I do.
Okay.
You know, as a matter of fact, I do have a stack of fan mail. I keep all of it in a file, and every once in a while, I should pull one out and read one on air.
See if someone says, "Hey, that Geez Louise line you delivered was solid."
Well, you know, Shakespeare training. You know, it was my Meisner technique really kicked in right there.
Well, good job. It was a decent. I really enjoyed your performance, even when they killed you. It was. I mean, that was. Then I was like, okay, so being a fan of Deborah and being a friend of Deborah, like they kill her, right? And there's like 17 minutes in the movie left.
All right, we have some really big news, and it's much bigger than my movie.
I can talk about your movies forever.
My movie from 30 years ago. I guess it's like really nostalgic for you, but you know, I don't even remember. Now I have to go back and watch.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Okay, so we have some really big news. We are. Oh, hold on, everybody. I have a phone call. Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Come on, everybody.
Hello.
Wait, do you have a house phone still?
Yeah, like what the hell was that?
What the hell is that?
It's security. I had to let somebody.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's on my desk, and you know how it is. So anyway, we have some big news, and the big news is we made the list.
That's right.
What the fuck? How did we make the list?
Roger paid some people.
Come on, Roger. Come on. How did we make the list?
Well, we are in the top 75 web shows in the world, and we rank number 59 according to Hollywood Digest.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
One of my favorites is 54.
Marsh. Who is 54?
Marsh. What's his first name?
He's obviously your favorite.
No. No, I follow him. For some reason, I can't remember his first name because I just... Don't be mean to me right now. Hold on. I have been very, very ill. Okay. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's here. I sent it to all my kids today. I'm like, guys, guess what? Oh, here we go. Matt Walsh, not Marsh.
Oh, okay.
Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
He's 54.
Wow.
I want Matt. Matt, you got to come on the show.
Yeah.
I want him to come on the show. He's so freaking cool. I love his politics.
Yeah. Although we can't talk about that.
He's one of those guys that went and spoke in front of the school board and said, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Oh, geez, Louise.
What the fuck are we doing making these kids wear masks?
Awesome.
Hey, we beat Katie Couric's podcast.
Yeah, we beat Katie Couric.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she had one, so that didn't surprise me. But by the way, here's what's surprising.
What?
Rob Lowe has a podcast called Literally. It's not even on the list. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy Piven just started a podcast, maybe because his is really new.
Could be.
And then a really good one, Rich Roll. He does a really cool podcast. He's had some really cool guests, and I didn't see it. So I don't know how we got on the list, but all right. So
yeah, I'm super. When Roger sent that, I was like, wow. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, my mom's here.
Thank you.
Everybody,
hi, Mom.
Hi, Dot.
Oh,
Dot.
Hi, Dot.
Hi, Dot.
That's Dottie.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Is that cute? She's coming in from Ocala, Florida.
Nice.
Hi, Dot. Welcome to the show.
This is your daughter, Driggsy.
We love Driggsy.
Cinnamon.
I can honestly say the three of us are glad we met Driggsy. So Driggsy is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're awesome, Driggsy.
Driggsy Malone.
Thank you.
Hey, Darren, you got things worked out?
Yeah, with some internet issues.
Okay.
So I think it is. If for some reason I have an issue, you guys have a good time, you'll be able to handle this. But
no, you look fine and sound fine right now. So
we'll make it all work.
Yeah.
Yay.
Also, I do want to mention this in the news. Guess who's going to be commentating the Holyfield fight this weekend?
Oh, I saw that.
Here it is.
Trump.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's right. According to TMZ, Donald Trump is moving on from the Oval Office and into the broadcasting booth, at least for this weekend, because the former president announced Tuesday he's going to be calling the Evander Holyfield fight. Trump will step into the commentating role Saturday night, and according to Fight, the streaming service that will be showing the match, number 45 will be giving unfiltered boxing commentary throughout the bout at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Resort in Hollywood, Florida.
No comment.
I feel bad for the loser, man. Imagine him, like, you know why you lost, right? Because you are a loser.
Yeah, right.
And it makes sense because you've always been a loser, and same with the network you work for. The guys that you've been fighting for, they're both losers. They've been losing for a long time. That's why you lost the fight.
You know what? If he says that verbatim, I'm gonna freak.
Right?
I would love for
You
him to
ask
just
a
walk
lot
into
of
the
stupid
ring.
questions, sir. You're
fired.
You know what? Listen,
You're fired.
they must be paying him a lot
Yeah.
of money. And you know what? He needs to replenish that campaign money back.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What a funny thing, man. Anyway,
Isn't it funny?
It is. It's hilarious.
You know.
I kind of wish he wouldn't do it because I kind of want him to run again for president.
Oh, he still will.
I know, but it takes.
I just want to make sure that I just hope that he keeps it to boxing. That's all. Just keep it to boxing during it. Show you can do that, and then do all the other stuff outside of the boxing match.
I think people thought he was boxing while he was in there.
Yeah, that's true. True that.
The counterpuncher guy. Anyway, so what's happening on the show tonight, you guys?
You know what? We have it. We're about to wrap it up right now.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
Yeah, the show's over.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you missed it.
Jeez Louise.
Listen. It goes really quick, man. You got to pay attention.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But we have a kick-ass show. Look, we have a kick-ass show tonight. Roger, take it away.
All right, guys. I do want to welcome you all to the Roger the Wild Child Show. If you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch right now, make sure you guys are sharing the page because we're bringing on an amazing, amazing guest, okay? He is a country artist. He's also the grandson of legendary country artist Waylon Jennings. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Whey Jennings. How are you doing today?
Yeah. There he is. In the flesh, people.
In the flesh, yep. See, it's mine.
Love the beard.
Well, thank you, man. I love it too.
How long did it take you to grow that?
Right?
Huh?
How long did it take to grow it?
Oh, pretty much my whole life. It started out as just a goatee, and then I went full on beard with it. So
nice.
Being up in Pennsylvania, they might go, "Are you Amish or Dutch?"
No, I've gotten that a couple times. That's why I'm trying to go in up here, right here.
That's good.
So we want to welcome you to the show here. You know what? I mean, you're following the footsteps of your grandfather, but at the same time, you're creating your own style at the same time. So let's go back to, Whey, when he first was introduced to country music and becoming a musician. Obviously your grandfather and, members of the family inspired you. Where did it all begin?
Well, it all began when I was a kid, really. When I was a kid, I was at one of my grandfather's shows, and I ran out there and got on stage with my grandfather and felt the stage lights in the crowd for the first time. And I was probably about 6, 7 years old when that happened. And then my grandfather called me on stage quite a few times after that. And then when I get about 13 years old, I went out there and froze like a deer in headlights.
I was going to ask that.
So after that, I kind of just went and got me a job, and I worked a bunch of different jobs, really. I worked everything from Taco Bell to Hollywood Video. And then
I used to be a manager for Hollywood Video.
Really?
True story. I was part of the liquidation, too. I helped close them all down and everything. But, yeah, I worked for them for about a year or so.
Nice.
Yeah, little did you know, Whey.
Nice.
Little did you know, we're not going to talk about your music tonight. We're going to talk about the trials and tribulations of Hollywood Video.
Exactly.
Did you have to wear the orange bow tie and the cummerbund and all that stuff?
No, we didn't.
What a thing! I managed all of them. They shut down. It's like, all right, cool. Yeah. Great management skills.
My first real job was at Hollywood Video. I had a blast up there, man.
Really?
Yeah.
And then Taco Bell, huh?
Oh, Taco Bell was my first job. I was probably about 13.
Okay.
I only worked there for about a week.
Burger King, 14. So
Wendy's.
Pioneer Chicken. 14. Pioneer Chicken.
McDonald's, 14.
Wow.
We all work in the food industry, I reckon.
Oh yeah, you have to pay your dues. Hello.
Hey, everybody watching the
Which
show,
Pioneer Chicken? Which Pioneer Chicken? Sunset?
If you're watching the show, type in the chat right now how old you were and what your first job was. Okay,
Yeah.
I'd like to know where our audiences had their first job. Okay,
And how old you were. Okay, so my Pioneer Chicken was on Rosecrans and Prairie.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
then you got to put how much money you made on
Oh
it.
my God! Right?
'Cause I made $4.25 an hour.
I made $4.75.
You guys both beat me. I was $3.25 when I started. $3.25 an hour.
I think I was like $3.75.
Yeah. Oh, I remember, and it was awesome because I remember like 30 days in, the manager came up to me and she said, "We're gonna give you a raise," and I'm like, "Wow!" She goes, "You're now at $3.50." I'm like, "Oh, hey!"
Right, we're gonna give you your 10-cent raise. Woo!
Oh, Tammy
the
Williams
Kroger.
says she worked at Kroger at 17. Honey, we were working at 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, they were hiring us. It was illegal when they hired me. I was 15, man. It went.
Me too.
I had to get a work permit. I actually went got a work permit.
I lied about my age.
Me too, and they didn't care back then.
They didn't
That
care.
was the
They don't
early
care.
70s for me.
Yep.
Nope.
Hell, I thought I was going to be rich, man. I was like,
Making that $4 an hour.
So wait,
Hey.
what point when you were making the tacos did you go, I gotta sing?
actually, it took me all the way till I was 30 years old till I started doing
Really?
this.
Wow.
Really? Whoa.
Worked on a cotton farm for 10 years before I started doing this. So,
Wow.
and I worked in a oil
What
field.
changed? What changed at 30?
My mama got sick, and
Okay.
on her deathbed, she asked me to do something with music because I've been singing my whole life, But we pretty much sang around campfires, around the house, and went and hung out with bands we knew and sung on stage a few times. But she told me I really needed to do something with it, so I tried it out, and it stuck. And I've
Wow.
been doing it for the last 10 years. So
That's awesome. What a great story.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's important to me, that's for sure. My mama was my best friend, and she gave me this life. So.
How
Yeah.
Amen and
incredible is
amen there.
that?
Well, I'm glad she pushed you to sing.
I'm glad
Because
she did too.
yeah, I mean your voice should not be heard. That makes sense. Not be heard. Your voice should not be heard. Right.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my
I love
God.
your style of music because it's not the contemporary
No.
music. It's not contemporary Christian. I mean, country, contemporary country music, but it's really old school, and it brings us back to the classic sound and how country music was, and and that a lot of us miss. Willie and Waylon and Kenny and so forth. Are you, what do you feel like you're doing different than what your grandfather was doing?
Well, I'm probably doing it worse than he did.
No.
No.
But I don't know. I guess when he started his music career, he had a pretty good idea of what he was going to be doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I pretty much went at it blind. I mean, I met somebody who started booking shows. That's pretty much all I did was fill up my gas tank and run around doing shows. When I first started doing this, I was doing shows for $600 a night.
Wow.
And paying a full bands and everything.
This is very important for our audience because most people always assume that because you have somebody famous in your family, there's nepotism. It's so easy, to go out and make something
What a great
happen and it's really not. It's really not the case. You still have to do the grind.
Yeah, you got.
It's harder. You got the name to back it
Sometimes
up.
it's harder, exactly,
Yeah.
because you have to live up to some sort of expectation. And so, the bravo to you for going out and doing that and doing the grind.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing the grind for 10 years. I mean, I got this whole thing that I don't like asking people for help. You know what I mean? And I don't want nobody in my family thinking I'm trying to do that, or anybody else for that matter. So I pretty much try to do as much as I can on my own. You know what I mean? I got a manager who's really, really good at what she does, and she loves me, and I love her.
Mm-hmm. And Tammy's amazing. Her and I go back and forth all the time, and we met when we were doing Fan Room Live with Sherry Nelson and Jay, and that's where you met me and Darren, because Darren and I were in the room with you, and I hit up your manager, and I'm like, hey,
oh wow,
I want Whey on my show, and she's like, all right, let's do it. And she's amazing. She's a sweetheart, and you definitely get lucked out with having somebody like her as a manager for sure.
I worked country radio for probably about 2 years in the early 90s. More like mid 90s, and that's when country was really kind of starting to change to be pop, really, if you think about it. I mean, it was we got to play, I mean, every once in a while we'd dive deep into the catalog and play some, older stuff. I'm not a huge country guy, never have been. I liked some of the stuff when I was working in country radio, but a lot of it was the older stuff that I liked. So when I listened to your EP, Whey, holy shit is what I had to say. Exactly. I hit the first song, and I just went, are you kidding me? Like this, it's not just country. It's you got that blues sound. You got that. It just, it's awesome. Like I can't even words. I listened to the whole thing straight through. No, not stop once. I'm like, because I was in awe. And then and the song "Listen," holy cow! Did you write "Listen"?
Yes, I did.
Amazing. I just want to say, amazing song. If you're gonna listen to Whey Jennings tonight, obviously listen to the whole EP, but really listen because it's just an outstanding song.
Listen to
listen.
That's gonna be the new motto. Listen to listen.
That's right.
That's what I say on stage every night. I said this song I wrote for my grandmother, and it's called "Listen." So I hope you listen. And
that's it definitely. Lyrically, you can hear your heart, your soul come through that song, and you can hear you writing it. And I was like, there's no way he didn't write this song. I'm like, there's just no way he didn't write this song. So, just a fantastic EP. Please, everyone, check it out. Just download it and listen to it. It's fantastic.
I have a question about your song Gypsy Soul. I'd like to know the story behind that one, because we're going to play that video for our audience here in a second. We're going to play a snippet of it. But what inspired you to write that song?
Well, at that point, I'd been on the road for probably about 5 years, you know what I mean? And I wrote it when I was younger, but I decided to put it out because I wrote this song based on what I believe the music business to be like, especially for like a single man running around the country, you know what I mean? Because you're always on the move. You're not grounded anywhere, and you meet all kinds of different women, and you always got to leave, and it's pretty much what that song's about, is having to leave all the time. You don't really get to know anybody that well. You get to know a lot of people, but in a short period of time,
Okay.
All right. Pretty much having to leave, having a gypsy soul, All
right, so we're going to go ahead and play the song right now. Bring it up on the screen here, and we'll give it a listen. We'll probably play just maybe about a minute or two of it, and give our audience a chance to check it out. Here we go.
If you're looking for some loving, honey, I'll be here for a while. But if you're searching for a husband, girl, you know that just ain't my style. So if you're falling for me, darling, just go ahead and get back up, 'cause I got a couple thousand miles still ain't put on this old pickup truck. Yeah, I'm a gypsy, and I always find my way on down the road.
I love that. I mean, such a wonderful, amazing
Incredible.
voice there.
That's
Unbelievable.
so cool. Okay, I have a question.
All right.
I have a question. I'm raising my hand.
Go ahead. You're up,
I have a
Drixie.
question. Drixie has a question.
Drixie, answer
Have
the
you
question.
have you ever played at Puckett's in Nashville?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I
All
have.
right, I knew it. Yeah, because I could just envision it. I love Puckett, so
Yeah, Deb's gonna move to Nashville, so
I really want.
So am I.
I want to move to Nashville. I'm manifesting it. We are manifesting
too.
Yes.
it.
You talking
I
about
wanna-
Puckett in Leaper's Fork, right?
Yeah, Leaper's Fork. Exactly
Yep.
right. My favorite place ever. Like I
wow.
love
So
it
you
here.
were CMT's the one to watch in 2021. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, that's press right there. That's huge. Congratulations on that. Yeah.
Yeah, good job there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, first of all, the comments coming in, like, your voice, I sit here and I'm like listening to your story saying that you didn't really start until you were 30. I'm like, that voice. Oh my God. You had that voice and you weren't singing like professionally. I'm so glad you chose to do it. You have such a unique style and voice. And you can hear your heart into your voice. I mean,
And you're bringing true country back.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I
Yeah.
love about it,
I just love music, man. I mean, music has always been a big part of me, and I've written my whole life. So, like, my first 3 albums I already had written when I started, So
that's
You
awesome.
already wrote it
Bell
before
and
you
Bell
even
Beefers.
started.
That's so cool. I love it.
You know
You
what's
wrote
cool
songs
about you?
Taco Bell?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
No songs about Taco Bell.
I might write a song about Taco Bell.
And guess what? Taco Bell's my favorite. I love Taco Bell.
Throw
Kinda
some
worried about
beans
these
on that
songs about
tortilla.
Yeah.
You know what's really cool about you is that, even though you're the grandson of Waylon Jennings, okay, you're not riding on his coattail. You're doing your own thing. And that's what makes you stand out. I mean, there's a lot of artists out there that are just trying to do what, their upline is doing. And,
Their upline? What does that mean? Their upline?
I was going to let that one pass, Deb.
I have my upline there.
What is an upline? Like the family tree? What are we talking about?
Yeah, there you go. The family tree.
The good upline, not the bad one. The good one. The good guy.
But you see, you take the talent that you have within your family and you make it your own, and that's what's really cool about your music, and that's what distinguishes you from your grandfather. And and I really think that you do a great job out there. So
did you always have the voice, like even before you were 30, like when you say in your 20s and you're just singing to yourself? Did you always have, or did you have to change something when you went professional?
No, I bought it when I at Taco Bell.
Did you used to sing at Taco Bell for the workers?
The down line. The down line.
Yeah, the down line.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had the same voice, I mean,
yeah.
When you were two, you were like cranking it out like that?
Two, I don't reckon.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm just teasing you, bro. I'm just teasing you, man. Hey, Sherry Nelson. Yeah. She worked at Arby's too, man, when she was 13. She said, but anyway, she's in here. She's grooving, man. She's
That's
like,
my girl.
Yeah, hi Sherry.
That's
Hi,
my
Sherry.
girl, Sherry. I love her.
Yeah.
So the one song that I was listening to today, and I listened to it twice in a row, just because it bad at being sad, and I got that it's about a breakup or something, but the lyrics are just so haunting and just so like, because I'm bad at being sad too. Like, what was that? I think the one line is, what was that?
That's actually not about a breakup.
Oh no, okay, what's it about?
That song was written by my manager Tammy, and she was going through a hard time. She had just lost her nan, and she asked me how I dealt with it when I lost my parents. And I told her what I did was I sat down and I wrote aimlessly. I just kept writing and writing and writing and writing and writing until I got everything off my heart.
Wow.
And
that's awesome.
That's what she did. She sat down and she wrote and wrote and wrote.
Yeah, when I was listening to it, I was like trying to figure out is it really about?
It's about the way she felt when she lost her nan. Is what that was about.
Yeah.
That's
was like, is it just me? I'm not getting any of it.
No,
You sound like a blah, 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 underwater.
But the thing is, when she brought me that song after she wrote it, it was like, I was blown away. And she had somebody else record it first. And I listened to it, and I was like, I can take these lyrics, and I can make this go pop. You know what I mean? And so me and a good friend of mine, Nick Giese, sat down, and we worked out a melody to it, and it turned into Bad at Being Sad. And then I took it into the studio, and Robbie Meadows over at the Good Old Boys studio there at Cooters in Luray, him and a bunch of good studio musician friends of his, we sat down and we put it on an album. And
that's another one to listen to. I mean, listen to the whole thing. I keep saying it. Listen to the whole thing. But it's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's
I
a great
love it.
song.
Well, let's play some more.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, let's play some more of the Whey Jennings.
I want to dance.
Let's do it.
This is Bad at Being Sad.
Great
on
song.
Roger the Wild Child's High Country.
And I can't say your name. You're no longer here with us, and there ain't no one to blame. Every day I cry, and at night time too. But you're gone for good this time. And there's not a damn thing I can do. And I'm mad, and I'm sad, and I'm bad at being sad. Doing things I don't believe in, just to numb the hurt that I have.
I mean, you hear those lyrics and you hear you hear what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God, I want to go get my journal and start writing.
Another blog for you, right, Deb?
Oh my God. Well, so what I was going to say before, when you were talking about writing until you got it out of your heart, I've spent since November 2020, I write a weekly blog, and it's so interesting because when I've been going back and rereading and revamping and it's like, wow, that's where I was in November. And like, it's so different now, but it's so cool. It must be that way musically to go back and look how you were feeling to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
today.
when you hear somebody's feelings put in song and then
It's
somebody
so
singing
beautiful.
it like that. Oh my God.
Can I send you my blogs? Will you write songs out of my blog?
You never know.
Send them on over. I'll write you a song.
There you go.
So how often are you touring right now? I know the world's crazy still, and every time we think we're going forward, we're going up line, and then we go down line. How many shows are you doing a week right now?
I'm doing anywhere from 2 to 4 a week right now, and I've been back touring for a few months now. But
you have your guitar, you can do one right now. Let's go. Giddy up.
Giddy up. No, I'm not going to be doing that tonight.
He's not going to sing live, Deb. Nice try.
I think your little daughter is there, right?
My little baby daughter, yes.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Babe.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Oh my God.
We gotta
gorgeous.
She's got to make her first appearance.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's already made her first appearance.
Oh,
I'm sure she's been on many shows. Yeah.
I was like,
I've been on the road since she came out, man. She's super famous, baby.
She's already famous. All right.
That's right.
I thought it was
She's
going to be
famous
live
before
here.
she became famous.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. When she realizes what show business is, and then she realizes she's been in it the whole time.
Right?
She's probably going to be mad at Daddy. We'll see. Come here, sweetie.
Not if it's done
Look at
right.
this kid. Look at this baby girl.
Look at her.
This, guys. Our number should go right up right now. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
I love the bow on her head.
Isn't it? It's just so
Can
cute.
we
She's so
just
cute.
take a moment right now?
Hi.
Hello.
Look at that smile. My goodness.
I know. Like if you're having a bad day, just look at that smile right there. Hi.
You my sweetie.
All right, we're going to open
really-
up the phone lines right now. So if you guys want to talk to Whey and his daughter,
Give us a call.
Yeah, 845-400-WILD is the phone number. 845-400-9453. So give us a call. All right, and we'll get you on the air.
Yeah,
So,
come on here. Come join us. Come get it. Ask your question, whatever you wanted to ask.
Get on the
Famous
upline.
country. Yeah. Such a doll.
True.
Yeah, she is such a doll.
845-400-WILD. 845-400-WILD. Yep. How
Don't be
impressive.
scared. Call. Come
Look
on.
at everybody. Everybody's going, she's gorgeous, or just saying
I know.
beautiful.
There goes our numbers going up because the baby's on the screen.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Look at that. A
Right.
Star is Born, such a doll. I'm thinking, are they talking about me?
You know what? Next week I'm gonna have a pretend baby. They're like, hi, here's my pretend baby. Look,
You just see what happened off screen. You wasn't me thinking that.
Right. Hey, I saw a video which I really just melted my heart. I know I'm being pretty. Oh, look at that. I'm being sappy, but I heard you singing the Dukes of Hazzard theme song, and I was so happy that you did that. You were at a festival. I forgot which one, but I was so happy that you did that. It was just you killed it, first of all. But I was just like, I was so happy that you paid tribute and just sang that. I mean, I loved Dukes of Hazzard, growing up, and the song. I mean, hell, everybody knew the song if you grew up watching the show, and I was just so glad you did that. You killed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I may be Waylon Jennings' grandson, but I'm probably one of his biggest fans. So,
awesome.
Right on.
I love his music. I mean, his music has been inspired me my whole life. It really has. I've been inspired to write songs the way he wrote them.
Yeah.
And I ain't never. I haven't made it there yet myself. I mean, I love the songs I've written. Don't get me wrong, but he's got some lyrics that are just baffling to me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, how did you think that?
Right. Well, right. Get into his mindset at that time. So we have a call coming in.
Yeah, we do. 814 area code. Let's bring the caller on the air. Hi,
That
you're on the
sounds
air.
like Texas.
Hello, caller. Hi. Can you hear us?
You're on Roger the Wild Child Show with Whey Jennings.
Well, hello there. This is Tammy, his manager.
Oh, hey.
Tammy!
Oh, Tam.
Now we'll get the inside scoop.
Tam.
What's up, Tammy?
So I had to wait a second because when you played Bad at Being Sad, that still makes me tear up.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Can we
Hang on
get
a
her
second.
in more clear?
Yeah, I'm trying. Something's going on. Something's goofy.
Oh, God.
I know.
God
You never
darn
know.
it. You guys are not prepared.
No, it was working earlier.
Whatever.
I blame Roger.
Tammy, hold on.
Hey,
you guys-
Tammy. Can you hear us now?
I
She
can hear you.
Hear us.
Yeah.
We can't hear her.
It's that pot. It's broken. Go ahead, Tammy.
What's
Try one more
broken?
time. Let's let Tammy talk. Hey, Tammy, tell us a story. You tell us a story, Tammy, and I'll fix it while you're talking.
Well, I just wanted to say, Whey, you're looking great on there, and I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm so glad that we did this, and Whey was able to be a part of it. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, you up?
She
I had to
said,
hit it.
Way, you look great on the show, and you're so glad. She's so glad you got to be a part of it, and she loved
Yeah.
hearing her song. That's what I got.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song, Tammy.
This is probably the funnest podcast I've done in a while, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Tammy. It's a beautiful
hey, guess
tune.
what, Way? Guess what? I don't know if you heard our
Thank you.
announcement, but we don't know how this happened. But we are on the 75 list.
That's awesome.
Top 75 web shows around the world.
Yeah,
Around the
number,
world.
We got number 59, but we don't even know how we got on the list.
I didn't even know people knew I was alive. So
Yeah, hello. Where's somebody know?
What's that way?
I didn't know people knew I was alive either.
Oh no, people know you're alive, Way. Trust me. You've
made
got
me-
a fan base.
she
You've
made
got a
me-
huge fan base.
Yeah, you do. She made me nervous. So we're on the 70 list. I'm thinking, do I look that old already? My God, we're on the 70 list. Woo. Then she clarified it. Thank God it was like 70 podcast list. I'm thinking 70.
Yes.
Man, we're looking
The
for our
podcast
time
list.
matchmaking
But-
here. What the hell?
But we just got rolling. How long have we been really rolling, Roger, would you say?
Well, the show started in March, me and Jimmy, with some other co-hosts.
That would be Jimmy and I.
Jimmy and I, yes, to be grammatically correct. We made some changes throughout the show. We brought you in. We interviewed you, Deborah, on episode 7. And then when we're in episode 27, because you started on episode 8 as a co-host, and we've been rocking it since.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now we're on some list.
Yeah, some list. I don't even know. I don't like being on lists.
I'm like, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? Our sponsors going to start showing up?
Look,
and,
we're going to get a sponsor so I can get a new compressor because this one
maybe
obviously
we'll
is
get
back.
paid so I can quit the Pioneer chicken job.
Hey, Tammy, thanks for calling. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy.
Hey, thank you. Hey, tell Wade to talk about what he has coming up. Wait.
Tammy, you're working
We
now.
can hear you now. Tell a story now.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What I got coming up?
He's got a new he's got a new album coming up, and we just did a great filming with Country Rebel. So make sure everybody keeps an eye on all of his social medias because he's about to blow up even more than what he is.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a manager. That's a manager
right.
for you.
Good
That's
manager.
I keep eating the way I've been eating. I'm gonna blow up bigger than that.
That's right.
I'm gonna go watch the show, but thank you very much.
Thank Tammy. Beautiful song.
Thank you,
well
Thank you,
done.
Tammy.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Tammy.
All right,
Love ya.
we have another call coming in from the 724.
Yep.
Okay, 724.
So let's see if they break up first, and then we'll go. Hello, 724. Hi.
How are you doing?
Who's this?
I am Way's son-in-law. Don't tell him that, though.
I'm his son-in-law.
Did you hear that?
That's hysterical.
Yeah, I can hear that. What's going on, Ray?
Tell him about the Lukenbach story, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to hear it.
Yeah, you're my
All right.
Yeah, you're my son-in-law.
Yeah, I'm your son-in-law.
63 years
Yep.
old.
I married his beautiful daughter. And this is his beautiful grandson right here. How you doing?
Well, there you go. Hey, welcome
Yes,
to
sir.
the show.
Yeah, this is my son, Cole.
Hi,
Hey, what's up, Cole?
Cole
Hey, buddy.
is live. You're live with us, Cole.
Well,
He just died.
That was short.
Come out.
All right, buddy.
No.
Tell him about Lukenbach.
I'm going to right now, I promise.
There's your co-manager.
Thanks for calling.
Did he say Lukenbach?
Yeah, Lukenbach. You know the song
What's Lukenbach?
Texas? You never heard the song Lukenbach, Texas?
No.
No.
I did.
Uh-oh. Sing it for us, Roger.
I can't sing.
Oh, come on. Try.
No.
Sing in,
Cole,
front of,
sing it.
sing in front of Wade. Do it now.
No.
Here's the thing. Long before I met my wife, I went to Lukenbach, Texas. And it was probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was wired for sound. I was a crazy man back then. And when we pulled up pretty loudly. And a porch light came on in one of the houses there. And a guy stepped out looking like he was wearing a sweater and some cut off shorts and some boots with a shotgun in his hand. And, you know, it turned out he didn't have no shirt on at all. He was just a very hairy man. And he cocked his gun and I left, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And then years later, I met the woman that I'm married to now, the love of my life, Taryn. And she introduced me to her father. And he looks just like this guy.
Oh.
He come walking out on his porch in some cut-off shorts with a gun and no shirt on, hairy as hell. And I was like, whoa. It was like, but I used to tell this story on stage all the time.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
And then my father-in-law came to one of my shows, and he come walking in with no shirt on, with a gun in his back pocket.
That's great.
So it pretty much made the whole story come to life. Man, it's pretty cool.
Wow, that's
an amazing story. I love it.
Funny.
Cracks me up.
Yeah, I love my
Nice
father-in-law.
sweater.
He's a good sport, man. He really is.
Yeah, that you have from obviously from what we've just heard, you have a wonderful family and manager. Those phone lines are still open. By the way,
Okay, but you got to promise us on the show that you're not going to get so big that you're not going to come back
Yeah.
and revisit us. We always make everybody promise that they're going to come back and revisit.
I'll definitely come back. Definitely.
Yeah, good.
All right,
good,
yes.
good, good. Yay.
So when are you dropping new music? Like how? Like you said, you had 3 albums you've already written. So
I'm
when
trying
are they
to
coming
put
out?
I'm trying to put out my newest single about September. We wanted to put it out on the 11th, but that's too soon. So it's probably gonna be around the 24th or something like that.
Okay.
It's a song called "The Gun." It's a good song. It's a really good song. And then I got another song we just recorded. It's gonna be the theme song of a podcast called That Farm Life, and it's called That Farm Life, and it's a really good song. But the whole album should be out by the end of the year. I hope. We're trying real hard. I've just now got a CD with all the music mixed up on it, and all we got to do is get it mastered. So it should be pretty soon.
Awesome.
Excellent.
We can't wait for it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I can't. I'm definitely a fan. I mean, again, like I said earlier, Roger gives me crap all the time because I'm not country. I just never have been. And Roger gives me crap all the time. I send him a message about your EP, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is fantastic. I love it. And he goes, but you hate country,
right?
I'm like,
yeah.
This is not country. This is fantastic, is what I said.
I blame that on my mom and my dad, man. They had these extensive record collections of all kinds of different music, man, and I just fell in love with music. And I had a big library of it to go through to get what I felt was good sounding music, you know.
Yeah. And you can hear it. You can hear all the different kind of styles in the songs. They're amazing.
I have to ask a question to you. All right. I'm going to switch things around a little bit. I have to ask about Willie Nelson. Do you have any good Willie stories?
Oh, I will pretty soon if he sues me. No, because that's another story about Lukenbach right there. I do a Willie impression when I do Lukenbach on stage, and people just kind of go crazy about it when I do it. So my manager had this idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to do it for us.
You have to do it for our audience,
just a little.
I can't do it right now.
Come on.
Oh, it's really. He's hard to do.
Not really.
Oh, look at these! Come on,
just put a doobie in your mouth and you'll be cool.
Wait, hold on. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Hold on. He's gonna do it. Come on, do it, Way.
Let's see. I can't. I got to get to the part of the song where I do it.
Oh yeah. He's like, I'm not a performing seal. Sorry.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's like I used to do the beginning of it, but the only 2 things in life that make it worth living. The guitar is too good.
Holy shit, that is awesome.
That's great, man.
That is almost spot on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our outtake. Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's our clip. You just made it easy for me this week. Thanks, Way. That was fantastic. That was spot on.
I got to go in Willie's trailer in 2018. He was performing. His son was performing at the Hollywood Bowl, and his son worked on A Star Is Born. Did all the guitar with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, Lucas.
Oh, great movie too.
Yeah. And so I got to go in the trailer, meet everybody, because I went to that concert with the producer of A Star Is Born. And so I got to meet Willie in the trailer. We walked in. It was like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't smoke pot. But that night, I was like,
I was going to say,
oh
what did it smell like?
It smells really good, but when you don't smoke pot, it's like, or it could be very overwhelming. But anyway,
overwhelming.
He was very lovely.
Drixie was on the upstream.
I was on the upline.
She was on the upline.
Baby, I was on the upline.
You're a good bunch of folks, man. I like y'all.
Thank you. We like you.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah, we try to make this just a hang. We ask questions, but we try to make just a hang with our guests, and we're not too intrusive with the questions, but just a nice hang. Just fun and a lot of people have been saying up in the chat. You're in the chat room here. Your laugh is just infectious. It is. You've got such a unique laugh, and it's gone through a couple of times on the chat room of just how infectious your laugh is. So we're glad we can make you laugh too. So
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
I like laughing.
You and Darren have something totally in common, okay? And we talked about this in Fan Room Live when we met you the first time. But you guys' parents are both you're you're sons of some great musicians in your upline. So Darren,
What Roger is trying to say
is
that we have two famous father and grandfather.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's different. I'll tell
So
you that.
Darren's father is a very famous bass player.
Yep.
One of the world's famous, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Played with Elvis. The great Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, man. My mom was a big old Elvis fan. I'm an Elvis fan, but my mama was. She was
How
like,
can you? You know, the funny thing, you can't. Even if you don't like Elvis, you like Elvis. Like you cannot not like Elvis.
Yeah. Hey, let's see if we can get Darren's on a delay. So let's all of us, the three of us, stop talking and let Darren try to talk. Because you can see he wants to say something, but he's on a delay. So we'll stop Darren so you can say something.
I'm just kidding.
He's making
anyway,
it up.
Yeah, I was making that up. Anyway,
He is probably fucking with us.
I am on a little bit of delay, and I was having some issues when you were saying that. But you know, I mean, I listen to the stories, and you know, it's funny because especially you have a brother like my brother who was the lead singer of the band Chicago for 2 years, which is huge in itself. But then your dad's Jerry Chef, who played on Riders on the Storm, LA Woman, you know, all the Doors stuff, Elvis Presley, the comeback special till Elvis passed away. And, you know, he also played with Elvis Costello. So I go, which Elvis are you talking about? No, but I knew. But, you know, it's funny because, like, Jason, my brother, we went into a studio up in Nashville where they're asking him to do some background vocals. I think we stalled out here, didn't we?
No, we're good.
Anyway,
You're good.
Talking because I don't know if it's still
we can hear
recording
your
or not.
voice. Your video's lagging, but you're good. We can hear your voice.
So me and my brother Jason, you know, he gets a phone call to do some background vocals for Engelbert Humperdinck. So we go walking. I'll come back and do it. Yeah, it sucks, man.
You're good.
Sorry.
I think it's
we can hear you.
We can hear you. Keep going, Darren.
Yeah, we
Keep
can
going.
hear you just fine.
Just keep
Don't
going,
worry about
Darren.
the video. We can hear you.
Okay. So me and Jason are walking in, you know, and I'm thinking, man, these guys wait till they hear my brother layer these beautiful, lush, you know, vocals and harmonies up. So we go walking into this place, and the owner of the studio, he looks over at Jason and he goes, "Hey," I'm thinking, oh man, he knows this is the guy from Chicago, man. So he's going to hit my brother up, and he goes, "Hey," he's got the deer in the headlights look like as we're walking to the door, and he goes, "Is your dad Jerry Chef?" And Jason goes, "Yeah, so is his." And he pointed at me, and the guy's like, "You got to be kidding, man." And it was like, forget about Engelbert Humperdinck. And Engelbert's like gigantic. It's like, you know, the guy's just pulling off an album at 80 years old. And my brother's in there, but like Chicago didn't matter. Freaking Engelbert didn't matter. But Elvis became the topic. They're like, oh my God, you know, what it's like. It's like, what was it like growing up around there? And, you know, Jason's like going, well, you know, Darren and I go sit up on stage, you know, and we were little kids. And it's the same stuff, Way, you know, it's the same kind of thing, buddy. But, you know, we're up there as little kids, and we're just like, we're watching, you know, these ladies screaming, crying. He's grabbing the sweat, you know, off his scarves. And this is Vegas days, you know, this is like 68 comeback special till, you know, through the 70s. So we're in Vegas. And so my dad had nowhere to put us. So we'd go, there was 2 shows there. So Jason would go to one and I would go to the other one. But he would put us up with the percussion player up on the stand. He was our babysitter, you know, because my dad had nowhere to put us. So we'd sit up with the percussion player. So you're watching this whole thing.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Could
you imagine?
Dun, 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 you know, here come, and it's just crazy, man. So all of a sudden, you know, yeah,
it's crazy to think that you grew up.
But I'm going to keep talking for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, so anyway, to finish that story, you know, Jason was like, "Were you scared, Darren?" You know, because Jason's fearless with music. He plays with anybody, and nobody intimidates him. And I go, no, I wasn't scared, man. I was like a drummer when I was a kid. My brother was a bass player. So for me to be playing, you know, sitting there, a piece of percussion was like a natural thing for me. But so Jason, I go, were you scared? He's like, man, I was scared shitless, man. He goes, I thought I was up there. And all of a sudden, man, I don't know where Elvis was going to turn around. Hey, who the hell's fucking around up there? Is that Jerry Chef up there? Oh my God. You know, and I'm like, loud. You know, and so Jason tells that story. It's so funny, man. It's just funny to think that he was nervous because, as you can see, man, I mean, nothing intimidates this guy music. I mean, last night, here it is, Jeff Skunk Baxter's up there, man. Freaking these huge guys, and he just gets out there. But it's his medicine, and you get that too. So, yeah, growing up with that, we talked about that earlier, where it's like there's almost some pressure. I get it with my brother too, because I have more of a gruff voice when I sing. My brother's this beautiful tenor. You've heard him on all the beautiful Chicago ballads and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's funny what people will say, like, "Oh, you guys sound so much alike." And I'm like, "No, we don't." There's a similar tonality to our voice. And if I really want to try and sound like him, I can get my voice to do it. But just naturally, I'm more, gruff. I'm a little more gravelly, and I don't sing in the dog whistle notes all through the roof, So anyway, but yeah, that's kind of like there's so much that you've said, man, on all these podcasts, and I just can relate to so much because.
Yeah, I just couldn't imagine being a kid, both of you, sitting up on a stage with thousands of people watching your family member sing, and they're all there to see your family member, Whey, your grandfather, Darren, your dad. Like, how do you guys separate your dad and your grandfather from the guy that's up there that 50,000 people are going, and you're sitting as a 6-year-old on stage just watching all of that? It's got to be an amazing, complex feeling that you had at that time. I'm not sure if you even remember 100% the feeling, but isn't that just the weirdest sensation of like, this is my grandfather and all of these people are, yay!
And to add to that,
and
to add to that, it's the take your kid to work day.
Yeah,
how cool would
exactly.
that be when you go to school and be like, I went to work with my dad? It's like another day in the office.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Whey, but like for me, it was kind of like I didn't know any different. I was just a little kid, and I'm just there. It wasn't until I got older that I was like, holy shit, man. I mean,
Exactly.
I was up there. I wasn't until it just pounded me in the head. I was in my 30s too, when I was like, oh my gosh, man, how lucky were we and how blessed were we that we were actually, so when you're a kid, it's like you go into, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're sort of anything. I'm looking at this going, what are these women crying for, man? And this guy's like wiping. You're a little kid. You're just like, oh, wow, they're weird. But I get it.
Like I said, when I was a kid and I went on stage with my grandfather, I was fearless. You know what I mean? And it was like, it didn't seem like, I don't really think I knew what stardom was or anything like that. I just figured it was what people did. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like I said, when I hit 13 years old, I went up there and
it's different.
Headlight. You know what I mean? At that point, I realized it was real. You know what I mean? It was like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. Something happens right around 13 to a human body that makes it different.
Yeah, you think you know everything.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a 13-year-old boy who's going through that right now. So I'll journal that for everybody so they can know. I deal with it every single day, and it's just like, what the hell is going to come out of this kid's mouth next?
Exactly.
Hey,
what tone is the voice going to be coming out of it?
Well, here's something funny. Here's really something funny is okay. So when I was 13, I was probably, I mean, he's into video games. Don't get me wrong. He plays video games way too much, but 13 years old, they're going through puberty. They're going through a lot of things, but like at 13, I was kind of the kid who just wanted to stay at home. But my kid the other day, I'm not shitting you guys, went into a river with a bunch of his friends fishing in a river, just went waist deep in a river fishing. And he's like, we're going fishing. And then he gets home and he's like, yeah, we were in the river. We were I'm like, you were standing in there. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I would have never thought he would have done that. It's just like, who is this kid? I don't know what you're doing every day. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Does that all the time. I can't keep him out of the damn river.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So next week we're going to the river, and I guess I'm going in.
Make sure you bring video, and then we'll post it next week.
I'll record it.
Okay.
Kayaking's fun, man. Kayaking's a big thing up here in Pennsylvania, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love kayaking. I don't fit very well in them. But
Those kids right through the campground at Tammy's campground. Tammy and Ed, they own a campground down here.
Oh, really?
Okay.
The river runs right through it. So there's people out there fly fishing and kayaking and all the fun stuff, man.
That's awesome.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
I like to stand upstream and the.
Poor.
Who are you talking to, me?
Poor Darren.
Yeah. Wait.
Poor
what's
Darren.
the biggest fish? What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
He's asking him. I'm fine.
I caught a big old salmon out of the cooler at Walmart.
Was it good?
Pretty good, yeah. We cooked
Nice.
it up. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Hey, Costco.
Nice. Wait, you're
Hey,
awesome.
Costco.
I'm so glad we got to meet you. I really am.
Definitely.
I'm just-
Yeah,
You're-
this was
you're-
great.
This has been fun. I mean, this is awesome. And please come back when you do
Yeah.
reach stardom. Like you have to come back, and you have to.
I'll be
We'll
back
have
next
to.
week then.
Yeah. Now that's
That's
how you
right.
manifest.
I love
Stardom,
it.
Stardom is
by
happening
the
Friday, so that's
we'll be
That
uplining
was
on
great.
our
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, when you
That,
go,
that was great.
yeah, straight
Like
up
somebody-
line. Straight up
Yeah.
line. Let us know. No, you're awesome.
What a
I'm so
funny
excited
man.
to see your future. It's fantastic.
Thank you, man. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Thank y'all very much. It's been a
Wade,
great
thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate having you on, and we
Yeah,
will
buddy.
definitely have you back.
Yes, and thank you, Tammy.
I do
Yes,
got to
way.
plug one
Yeah,
more
Tammy.
thing. I got to plug one more thing.
Yeah,
before
plug
10
it
Yeah,
away.
please do.
I did a thing with Country Rebel here recently, and we got 4 videos coming out with them. So keep an eye on Country Rebels TikTok and their YouTube page and all that stuff. So we got some pretty good stuff happening with them. And I got some other big news I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but it's going to be pretty cool.
But you can
And-
talk about it here because we won't tell anybody.
No, shh.
Everything's quiet here.
Tell us. We'll keep it a secret.
I'm not going to tell you right now, but you'll find out pretty soon.
Well, we'll definitely be looking forward to it.
Definitely. But yeah, man, I'll come back to do your show again, man.
Yeah.
I like
Awesome.
Thanks for
Excellent.
doing Willie for us. That was
All
awesome.
right.
Thanks, Way.
Thank you, Way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Thanks,
incredible.
Thanks, Way.
Yeah. Get his EP.
Amazing.
It's on iTunes. That's where I got mine. I'm sure it's elsewhere. But Whey Jennings, the EP's out there. It's just fantastic. Please,
Just
everyone.
beautiful music.
Yeah, oh
Really
my God.
beautiful. Like,
Awesome music.
you know, it's so funny because I'm not really into country music either, but you know, I get pulled in. Like there's
Yeah.
some that I'll listen to. I got pulled in with his music. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that
You
listen.
don't get pulled into anything. If it's good, it'll pull you in. If it isn't, it won't.
Exactly.
It's a very true
I
story.
mean, there's a reality.
That is true. You are 100%
It's not
correct.
a story. It's a statement, Roger.
Yep.
That wasn't a
That's
story.
true.
That was a statement.
Damn
I
it,
made.
Darren made a statement, Roger. Upstream or upline or up.
Upline.
That's one.
We're gonna go upstream and find an upline.
Yeah.
We're gonna find
Sorry.
some salmon upstream.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, I really think it was StreamYard tonight. So, I guess
I
you
did
were
too.
just the unlucky one tonight, Darren. But yeah, I feel bad that there was such a delay that you couldn't get in and ask some questions. So,
Yeah, it was
hopefully
such a
gets
bummer
worked out.
because
You
we
guys,
could see you
guys were
talking.
doing
but-
a good job on not letting me, so it was fine.
Hey, you
In
know what it is?
reality,
I was fine. You guys.
in reality, I
just-
had you blocked and muted, so you thought that you were lagging, but really
He's
you
yelling
weren't.
again. Roger's yelling again. Roger,
Yeah.
you're yelling.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise.
Oh yes, Sunday
Oh,
night,
my God.
guys.
Okay, guys, I have to tell a funny story.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
all right.
so
Go,
it has-
Drixie.
It
Go,
has
Drixie.
this is my Waylon Jennings story, and I can't believe that a year ago I was walking through the airport with my ex, and we had these cowboy hats on that we got in Wyoming, and we're walking through the airport, and this woman stopped my boyfriend and said, "Oh my God, you're famous. You're so famous." And she kept walking with us throughout the airport. And I'm just like winking, like, because he's not. And she says, I know you look like Waylon Jennings. Because he has a big beard, and we had the cowboy hat on. And so
How
when you
funny.
told me that Way was going to be on the show, I
Yeah.
had to send him a text and say,
Yeah.
"Is this funny?"
Wow.
Like,
That is
you
funny.
know,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
is that hilarious? That happened
It
a
is
year ago.
hilarious. Yeah.
No, it's
And,
not funny.
meanwhile, I've been blogging about my breakup for a year.
Did he respond?
Oh yeah, he was like,
Okay.
"Oh, that's so cool,"
Well, that's good.
Okay.
and then he
Yeah.
ghosted me.
Oh, did he
Of
go up?
course.
Did he
Hey,
go
don't
up
worry
line
about
or
it.
down line?
He
Or
went up
midline?
line.
He went
He went
midline.
up, went down, up. I don't know. I can't
Dump-
keep up
dump
with all
the
my
chump.
past boyfriends.
Dump the
Exactly.
chump. Like, check
Okay.
the locks from outside and tell me if they work, dude. Later.
All right, Sunday night, Todd Howarth is coming back for take 2. We're going to try it again with Todd. So you definitely want to check it out. Also, Jet Jurgensmeyer coming up at the end of the month, and he's Boyd Baxter in Last Man Standing.
Yeah,
so
that's
going to be a
that
fun
too.
episode.
I love that.
Good.
How do you say his name?
Jet Jurgensmeyer.
I was trying
Jet
to figure that out. I'm
Jurgensmeyer.
like, man, yeah, it sounds like
It's like
lotion.
the veggie
lotion or something.
The veggie.
Some sort of interesting lotion.
Tasty too. Remember, I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The veggie. It's tasty too.
Starting in October, we will be moving to Wednesdays and Sunday nights. So you get double dose of the Roger the Wild Child show.
Yay.
Okay.
Starting in October.
You just cut my monologue off.
She did.
Thank
He
you
did.
very
Right in front of Dot too, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know.
Heaven forbid. Sorry, Deborah.
Dot.
You know, Roger gets laser focused on his script. He's like, okay, we got to talk about something.
He's got to keep it moving, and poor guy will sit here 5 hours.
I know.
Right?
I know. All right. Well, anyway, so we also have coming up is the director, John Capone, who wrote and directed the movie that I just worked on.
Nice. Oh, cool. A new movie review coming up
Yeah,
soon.
but there's nothing to review. I have a very small part.
I'm going to
But
review it.
there are no small parts.
Jim
And
will.
by the way, I want you to review it.
Oh,
Just
I will.
make it into something really big.
Oh, I will. As long as you don't say "Geez Louise" in it. If you say that,
Jeez
then...
Louise! I can't believe that was me. I'm like, who is this?
See, you just said it, and it sounded
Maybe
just
they'll
like
get
you.
some. Maybe they'll get some good writing this time. You'll just get to go hello. That's like some incredible writing. Hello,
Deb,
That's
your
whole line.
homework. Your homework before Sunday is to just. I don't care if you even go to IMDb TV and just fast forward to that part, but I want you to watch it, and I want you to go.
I don't think I've. Here's the deal. It's been 30 years. I haven't seen any of that. Now I'm curious. I have to go
Yeah.
watch it and see just how.
I mean, if you want to watch the whole movie, go ahead. But I do want your homework is to watch that part and then to come back and go, you were right,
Jeez
Jimmy.
Louise!
You were right.
I don't even have to watch it to tell you that you're right. Okay, you are right.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Well, your next homework assignment will be watching my TV show Nightstand.
Okay. Yeah.
I watched that
I
episode.
did watch that.
That was awesome. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
I
her
remember that
comedy
show, too.
routine. Yes.
Yeah.
Good comic relief on that one.
Yeah, I'll watch that one too.
All right.
There you go. All right, guys.
All right. So I want to thank our
Awesome
guest.
show.
Awesome.
Congratulations to my co-host for putting me on a list that I have no idea
Yeah.
where it came from, but we're
It's
on
a
a list.
magical list.
We
We're
made
on a
it.
list.
We
like
made
it was
the list.
hard.
Whey Jennings, thank you for coming on the
Thanks,
show.
Whey.
Thank you, Way.
For Jimmy Knight, Driggsy Cinnamon, and Darren Chef, I'm Roger the Wild Child. We'll see you on Sunday. Peace out. Have a great rest of your week.
Roger the Wild Child Show!
Come on, tough guy.
Jeez
Jeez Louise.